Give a little time for the child within you. Don't be afraid to be young and free. Undo the locks and throw away the keys, and take off your shoes and socks and run you.
Hey, everybody. I'm Jesse Thorne, America's radio sweetheart.
Hi, Jordan Morris, boy detective.
Guess what this is? It's the subdoms.
It's
That's
that.
where we dominate freaking subreddits. Just push them down onto the ground, put a ball gag in their mouth.
Yeah, give me all your pin numbers, subreddit.
Oh, we're fin-doming them?
Yes, that's right. That's the one we're doing.
Remember when we had that show in Portland and maybe it was in Seattle, and a lady came on who was a professional fin dominatrix?
Yes,
That was great.
one of our greatest bookings ever.
She was real nice, too.
It was a dominatrix and Simpsons legend Bill Oakley. Have we ever booked a better show than that?
I don't think so. The fin dom lady, she gets people to give her their bank account information, and she's allowed to take as much money as she wants.
And I don't know if I'm misremembering this or not, but does she also do tickle stuff?
She might have done tickle stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I could
tell you.
just be, I could just be projecting that for whatever reason. But I
Maybe
think
she was
also
into balloon shit. I don't know.
balloon shit. That's a fun one. Yeah. A lot of fun kinks out there. Let us know in the comments. What are your fun kinks? Don't do that unless you want to.
My daughter is really upset by balloons.
Uh-huh.
Like she really hates even just having them around because she might get surprised by them popping.
Right.
Do you think that's how people end up doing weird balloon shit?
I think so. I think those are linked. Yeah, I think our brains are wondrous chasms, aren't they? Isn't the brain a wondrous chasm?
It is, and how shall we bridge it? But with the rope bridge of patience.
Yes. And of course, the suspension bridge of love.
Thank you very much. And that is why my children will not grow up to have weird sexual issues about bumblebees that really freak. Right now, they're all freaked out by bumblebees.
Well, I
just
mean, I get
terrified by
that. That's
bumblebees.
that's not an unusual one. Those guys will sting you without even thinking twice.
I guess. I don't know. Anyway, on the subdoms, what we do is we take a look at subreddits that exist and we find out what's going on in there. We just get under the hood
Yep.
and stick our fingers in some stuff and bring the fingers out and taste them and see what they taste like. Basically, when you say,
Don't. No, I don't. I have not been tasting my fingers, and I think it's unsafe, frankly.
no, I think you got to get in there,
No,
rub it
Jesse,
around, see what kind of juices you find.
Don't just
Give them a taste, get a
just
sense of what
taste
it is.
Random juices. Somebody mail this guy some Purell. Oh boy.
No, just tasting juices. Just put them in your mouth and see what happens.
No, I don't think so. I can't get on board with this. If you're out there, don't listen to Jesse. Don't just know what something is before you're putting it in your mouth.
Right now, it's the Max Fun Drive. And we are currently at, I'm opening this spreadsheet, Max Fun Reporting, Jordan Jesse Go. We are at 635
Pretty
new
good,
and
pretty good.
upgrading members. It has been a steady rise in that number. That if you could see this line graph, Jordan,
Right.
this thing is gorgeous. Just rock steady, this line graph. Rock steady line graph.
Oh, beautiful.
I love this thing. It's beautiful. Thank you to everyone who is already a member of Maximum Fun. And thank you to you who is out there who is about to become a member
Yes.
of Maximum Fun. I'm checking in on the YouTube comments. A lot of chats, a lot of folks out there. I see Allie Little Legs, who's been consistently in the chat, chopping it up. I see Thin White Rogue. That's a Reddit legend. I know. We've seen Thin White Rogue on r/Maximum Fun. Thank God Hunter Ellen Boss is here. If it weren't for Hunter Ellen Boss, would we even have a show?
I don't know.
My favorite thing that Hunter Ellen Boss does is after a show, he will check in on the subreddit, and he will just post a thoughtful fun fact about something we discussed.
Oh, that's a good reason to go to the Maximum Fun subreddit.
It is like the impulse to correct us, only helpful.
Um, yeah, a lot of other fun folks chiming in the chat. Professional Noodler, what's up? Brian Easton, that's a little less creative nickname. Seems like just the guy's name, but that's fine too.
Do you think that professional noodler is somebody who thinks for a living, like a philosopher or something like that? Or do you think that's somebody who catches fish with their hands by reaching into holes and then sells the fish?
Ooh,
Because I think that's a different type of noodling.
but I mean, it could be both. That could be the noodling you're describing with the fish. That could be kind of a way to get into a mental flow state.
Got it.
You know how like when you're folding laundry or something, you'll have some good ideas. So when you're noodling, when you're grabbing fish out of the slime, that could be a way to, jumpstart the old noggin.
Jordan, the way that I can tell that you don't have a son
Oh
is
boy, here
that
we go again.
when you're folding laundry, you're getting into a flow state. When I'm folding laundry, I'm like, no, don't put a fork in that. Don't put a fork in that. The entire time.
I'm sorry,
All right.
your kids don't know good fork etiquette.
I know. They just put a fork in any goddamn thing. Put a
This-
fork
I'm-
in a
and I'm-
hand.
And I'm sorry to go here. This is what happens when we take religion out of schools.
Okay. What happens when you take kids out of schools? 'Cause that's what I did.
You need to put them back in schools and then find some way to put put the religion back in the schools first and then put the kids back in, so there's no overlap where they're in school but there's no religion, so then they pick up fewer bad fork habits.
There's no rule that says we have to post the 10 Commandments on the wall like there is in Texas schools.
Right.
So what we do is we just make all their bed sheets out of the 10 Commandments.
Beautiful.
We just glue together a bunch of printouts, and that's what they sleep in so that they can absorb freedom overnight.
Yeah, and then that's why when they're sleeping they're going, mustn't covet neighbor's wife. Mustn't covet neighbor wife.
Exactly. I can honestly say to you, none of my children have coveted my neighbor's wife.
And okay, you know what? That's why you're a world-class parent.
Yeah, despite her stout and powerful physique.
Ooh. Well, hold on. What's this? Tell me more about this neighbor's wife.
She's got a stout and powerful physique.
Oh no,
and
I'm coveting her. Ah!
She has a nice Kia SUV. That has a license plate that is Wonder Woman themed.
Wow. Okay.
I believe it says Lasso. I think it says Lasso.
Ooh, well,
But then it has a Wonder Woman license plate frame, so you know that it's
not
the
Ted Lasso.
Wonder Woman. Yeah.
well, lucky neighbor.
Can you imagine what
Lucky
kind
neighbor.
of, like, no offense to people who watched and enjoyed Ted Lasso, which I think is perfectly reasonable. There are a lot of good things about the television show Ted Lasso, But can you imagine what kind of dipshit has a Ted Lasso themed license plate?
Ted
Like, if
Lasso.
you're not Jason Sudeikis and you have a Ted Lasso themed license plate, what kind of dipshit are you? Okay, anyway, this week's sub, Jordan, or today's sub, r/beans.
Ooh,
r/beans. I'll tell you how I ended up in r/beans. I went to the grocery store by my house. You know about El Superior. We've
Yes.
talked about El Superior, aka Superior Grocers, depending on which announcement is playing over the supermarket PA at any given time. Sometimes it's this white lady saying, "Welcome to Superior Grocers," where you know what I mean? And then sometimes it's like, "Bienvenidos a El Superior." Really give you the business,
Yeah.
depending on which announcer is announcing the announcements. And we've discussed the various aisles at the Superior, which is in many ways an unremarkable low to mid-end supermarket. It is not a fancy supermarket by any means, and it has a few distinctive things about it. Like normally, if I'm going there, it's basically just because, oh shit, I don't have any onions. You know what I mean? But it also has, as we have discussed, a Cajun section for some reason.
Right. Yes.
There are no Cajuns in my neighborhood. I want to make that clear. I can only presume that whoever owns the 3 locations of Superior Grocers is Cajun and wanted to make sure there was red beans and rice mix available in all his grocery
Yes.
stores.
The people need Zatarans.
Or her grocery stores or their grocery stores.
Yes. Cajuns. Cajuns come in all genders, don't they?
There's a little Asian specialty section. It's just a section, despite the fact that there are actually, I mean, especially in my corner of my neighborhood, it is sort of it is sort of like a little like Vietnamese area. Like I live in a neighborhood that's kind of like 3 blocks by 6 blocks. It's just like a weird I say Lincoln Heights, but it's like a weird no name neighborhood. And in my neighborhood, almost all Latino, but I would say 20% Vietnamese, mostly first generation Vietnamese, which is why my neighborhood is full of trellises covered in dragon fruits, which is the greatest thing you've ever seen in your life. Front yards with trellises covered in dragon fruits. You get to see these dragon fruits, and you don't have to eat them. Dragon fruits don't taste like anything, but they're the coolest looking thing in the world.
Cool.
So anyway, little Asian section, but one thing that they have is a broad variety of beans.
I can imagine.
It doesn't matter what kind of bean you want. They got it there in a weird package from a company that's based in Norwalk. Just any like, if you're buying beans and you're like, I want this exact same type of bean, but with Guatemalan themed packaging rather than Mexican themed packaging, yes, you can get that at the grocery store by my house. And so I sometimes will go and buy these dried beans, and then I'm like, I got to cook these beans. You know what I mean? Like, I got to eat more beans. And beans are good for you, and they're tasty.
That's true. Great source of protein.
I
And
like
fiber.
eating, exactly. I like eating lentils. I like eating a kidney bean. I like a black bean. I like a red bean. I like a great northern bean. These are just a few examples of beans that I like. In Central America, they eat these little black beans. Those are really good. So I've been making an effort to eat more beans. And also, here at my office, several of my colleagues, including my friend and the senior producer of Bullseye, Kevin Ferguson, they joined this famous bean club. There's a bean club where you get beans in the mail. They're fancy beans. Everybody joined this bean club during the pandemic so that they could eat beans and sourdough bread that they baked at home. And so I'm kind of jealous of everybody's special beans.
Right.
So I just go and buy these weird Salvadoran beans. I'm not in the bean club. Sorry to somebody said, I bet Jesse's in the bean club. It does seem like something that I would be in, but I'm not. I've considered joining it, but I kind of like having full control over my beans. I'm kind of a control freak when it comes to what kind of beans I get.
Right.
So anyway, I joined r/beans in the hopes of finding beans, like fun bean recipes, bean tips, so on and so forth. Main bean tips I've learned so far: put a little baking soda and some salt in when you are soaking the beans. It improves the flavor and texture, and it makes them less farty.
Fun tip.
All right. So anyway, this first picture is of a post that is about what I expected to find when I signed up for r/beans. Like, it doesn't include a recipe, which I think I might have liked. Oh no, they put the recipe in there.
Okay.
Down in the comments, the recipe is in there. It just fell down a little.
That's a nice looking bean dish. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is just a post called "Spicy Pintos with Cornbread."
Okay.
And this is a post that did well, 238 upvotes.
I can imagine.
Most of the cornbreads are comments. They're comments like, love pintos and cornbread, that cornbread is perfection, nice, is there a recipe for the beans, Dang, that looks delicious. Looks like red beans to me. It turns out they're not red beans. They're just old pintos. They get darker over time and take longer to cook. So that's roughly what I expected. And sometimes it was something useful. Like the second post that I've shared here is called Dense Bean Salad. And it just so happens that my colleague Kevin Ferguson brought dense bean salad to the office for lunch yesterday. And I was thinking I should learn how to make dense bean salad because I think you can make it ahead of time and then you have it a few days during the week for lunch. You bring it with you to the office. It doesn't wilt when you put sauce on it. I mean, vinaigrette or whatever. You put a dressing on it like a green salad does. But it's still got nice vegetables and stuff. It got cucumbers. This one says it's got navy beans, great northern beans, feta, red onion, bell peppers, spinach, kale, marinated artichoke hearts, sun-dried tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, Kalamata olives, cucumber, homemade dressing. I mean, that sounds really nice, right? Healthy and colorful is the top comment is from K Moore 61. That sounds really delicious to me. Very healthy and colorful too. Jordan, you want to eat the rainbow. That's a little nutrition advice for me.
Sure, yeah.
And my friend Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Bobby Ken. What do you think RFK Jr. would like it if you called him Ken or Kenny?
I probably not. I bet. Nah, probably doesn't seem chill to me.
I'd call him
Seem
Kenny.
chill.
If I met him, I'd see, how's it going, Kenny?
Yeah.
Did you see that picture of?
sound
Did you see that picture of the White House Correspondents' Dinner where all these people are like taking Robert F. Kennedy Jr. away from Cheryl Hines, and it's just like a dead-on picture of Cheryl Hines looking into the camera, going,
I have not, but sounds wild.
it's scary to be in a place where somebody gets shot. That happened to me one time, and it was really scary. And I don't want to downplay that, but it did look like a picture of her realizing that her husband is a dipshit.
And that she was on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah,
Oh,
it definitely.
right, I was good on that, huh?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I had a podcast with Tig. She's the coolest.
Oh yeah. No, I don't anymore because of my choices.
And there are some posts about the Bean Club. So the third post here is a Bean Club post. There was one post that I found that was someone mad that there was a Bean subreddit and no Bean Club posts. But this is finally a post about the Bean Club.
Oh, good.
This isn't just me plugging the Rancho Gordo Bean Club. I wish it the best of luck. Again, I am not a member myself, although I've been tempted. But this is a post about the Bean Club. Everybody is excited about the Bean Club. And there's just some discussion about what are your bean recipes. The top comment here, I've come to the conclusion all beans need are broth, fat, and salt. These people are bean purists. They're like,
Yeah.
just give me the
You don't
damn
need
beans.
to dress it up. Just give me them beans. Give me that beautiful bean flavor.
And what's nice is you not only get beans out of that, you get a nice bean juice. But some people also buy beans that are more like the beans that I would buy at the grocery store. So this next one from Woolly Nitwitch, who is exactly who you would be expecting to post in r/beans, right? Is just called Restock Haul. And it's just a picture of all her fucking beans. She just bought a shit ton of beans,
haul.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Just look at all these fucking beans.
My gosh.
And the top comment is, just one bag of Lady Cream Peas?
Yeah.
Looks like she bought a lot. She bought a shit ton of white
But
beans.
only one bag?
One bag. And Woolly Nitwitch said, first time trying the Lady Cream Peas, which is why I only got one bag. I don't like black-eyed peas very well, so I'm not sure how I'll like the larger family of them.
Sure. I've not heard of Lady Cream Peas.
Really?
Yeah.
I think with all the women you've dated over the years, it would have come up at least once. You got to open up the lines of communication in the bedroom, Jordan.
Yeah, sounds like a screen name of a dominatrix we might have on. Yeah, oh yeah, there you go. Hunter making the same joke. Thank you, Hunter.
Somebody
For knowing our comedy crutches to the point where you can make the joke before we do.
Defiant Noodle said, "Where'd you go? And was that all the pink you wanted, or just all they had?" Which is something you've said a few times when you've been in the Nevada desert.
Hold on.
Yeah, you're hiring
Hold
sex
on.
workers, Jordan, because you're lonely.
Yes.
Good joke there. Was
Thank
that all the
you.
pink you wanted, or just all they had?
Thank you. Yes, I like this joke bucket a lot. Let's stay here.
You're not hiring sex workers in the Nevada desert. I can't imagine that lifestyle. I mean, I can imagine the lifestyle of the sex workers. I just can't imagine the lifestyle of folks just headed out into the Nevada desert to fuck for money.
And probably while you're on your way to the sex desert, you can see the world's tallest thermometer.
Oh, I thought you were going to say fire automatic weapon somewhere.
No,
that
that's
seems
a lot of great stuff to do out in the Nevada desert. Check out a thermometer.
So that's sort of the
Nice.
regular bean content.
Yeah,
You know what?
this
I'm
is
gonna
about what I
transition-
would expect. Yeah, if you told me what's going on in r/beans, all of this would be. I'm like, yeah, this all tracks.
But the main thing that happens and that's what I expected out of r/beans is this kind of thing. But I would say the main thing happening in r/beans, Jordan, is what I would call bean fun.
Bean fun.
So, like, for example, this
love
next post, which is just called Biggest Beans I've Ever Seen. Mm-hmm. And it's just a bowl of beans. I'm really grateful to these people. They have included a spoon in the picture so you can tell how big these fucking beans are.
Whoa, those are some biggies.
And the caption on this, Jordan, says, "Visiting Span and just tried Judias beans," or Judias beans. I don't know. "They're huge." And then paragraph break. You ready for it, Jordan?
Oh yeah,
And delicious.
nice. That's good.
And then one of the top comments from Owl Sings is, "I'm thinking about those beans."
Oh yeah. Some questions about r/beans.
Yeah.
You mentioned that there was, they suggested some cooking techniques to reduce fartiness. Overall, how much fart talk is there on r/beans?
No fart talk.
Okay,
I think
that did
people-
that did. So the one thing about the baking soda, but other than that, nothing.
I picked up the baking soda outside of r/beans.
Oh, okay.
I would say they are in collective denial about the farts.
Okay.
There's no fart talk. And the reality is that the more beans you eat, the less you fart from the beans because your body gets used to processing the beans. I would add that if you're having fart problems with your beans, get some Beano.
That's a good
Beano,
tip.
while it seems like an old-fashioned novelty product that only exists in cartoons, is a real product that works. It's just the enzyme that you need to process the beans better.
Have you used Beano yourself?
I've got Beano at my house. I read about Beano in our friend Mary Roach's book Gulp,
Okay.
and I was so grateful to learn that it is actually really effective.
I'm sure your coworkers are grateful too.
Yeah. I want to thank you. I want to show this picture called "Can You Tell That I Like Beans?" And I really was moved by this photograph. This is going to be the final of what I'm going to call the category of standard to fun bean pics.
Okay.
So this is just somebody that just has a lot of fucking beans.
That's a lot of beans.
And this is also the person I imagined would be in r/beans in the sense that they have everything in mason jars in a carefully organized larder where every jar is labeled with a type of bean. I mean, these guys are making, you've heard of a 5-bean salad, Jordan.
Yeah.
This person's probably making a 12-bean salad.
Hold my Hold my beans, they say. 5-bean salad, hold my beans. It does look like there's a toaster, like a toaster on one of the shelves.
There is a toaster over there. I don't know if toasting beans is something that happens, but
Yeah, could just be
seems like bad news.
unrelated. Yeah, storage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I want to say thank you to Allie Little Legs for pointing out there's so much science about not farting, but people don't want the solutions or are too embarrassed to demand them. That is actually the point that Mary makes in her book, A Gulp. It is that not only is there Beano to keep you from farting from beans, there is medication you can take that makes your farts stinkless.
Oh, again. I feel like I read that book and I didn't retain that fact. Wild.
If you've got stank farts, look up fart meds and you will find it. There's just a little interview with the guy who invented the fart meds or sells the fart meds, and he's just so sad that people suffer from stinky farts and they don't have to because they're afraid to go to their pharmacist and ask for fart pills. Anyway. This is something that I thought was sort of philosophical, and we're going to get into dank memes in a second, Jordan.
Thank you.
This is called Beans X Poor Paradox. And user Hall says, my uncle once said, I never knew we ate beans every day growing up because we were poor. I thought we ate beans every day because they're delicious. 2 generations on, we're still eating those beautiful beans. I found my people. Long live beans.
That is a beautiful story.
All the top comments are just long live beans with the fist emoji. Okay.
Long live beans.
You ready
Have we found a replacement for Shirts Up as far as the rallying cry for this series?
I don't
Long
know. I
live
love
beans.
Shirts Up. I don't want to give up
Up is really
Shirts
good.
Up. So let's get into some of the danker content, Jordan.
Oh yeah. And now
I would say
my joke.
beans is okay. Go ahead.
My joke. What was I in the bean subreddit would be stank memes, but it sounds like they're not even interested in that kind of humor.
I did not see the phrase musical fruit one time the entire time I was looking through r/beans, and I spent, I'm going to say 2 hours. On
I admire their restraint or the fact that they've developed adult senses of humor.
This is a bean meme that I've seen before, but is perfect and beautiful. It speaks to what is best about Facebook, a platform that doesn't have that much best.
No.
I mean, it has your cousin, and maybe your cousin is nice. Like my cousin Lydia is very nice.
Yeah.
And I miss her. I get to see her every 10 years, so I'm glad to see when she posts a picture of her kids or something.
Yeah, nice to see when someone you went to high school with had a trip to Japan.
This is a comment by an old man on the Bush's Bean Facebook page, and he's just saying, I'm thinking about those beans.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you are, Bill.
Bill Foster.
Yeah, you
I'm
are,
thinking
Bill.
about those beans.
Pictured here, thinking about those beans. This is also a question I had about r/beans. Do they have feelings about your, I imagined if you're in there, you're stocking up on dry beans. You're, a member of one of these bean clubs. But do they have opinions on your just kind of supermarket beans, Bush's, Goya?
There is some discussion of supermarket prepared beans in particular. I think people might be a little judgy about bragging about eating a canned cooked bean that is not a prepared bean. Now, there is really nothing wrong with that. If you look in my larder right now, there are definitely some. I love to keep a few cans of garbanzos on hand.
Oh, yeah.
Because if I'm eating a salad and I think it's going to leave me hungry, I'll just dump half a can of garbanzos in there because I like garbanzo beans and they're good for you. A lot of protein, and it'll leave you more satisfied than just eating leafy greens, right? Sometimes I'll dump half a can in, and here's a hot tip for you, Jordan. Have you ever roasted some garbanzo beans?
I have. It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun, and the result is very tasty. Put a little olive oil on there, whatever seasoning you like.
Yeah, spice them
I
up.
I made some with what was our Max Fun seasoning called the other day? Maximum Flavor. I
Yes.
made some with Maximum Flavor the other day. They came out great. All right. There's also this post. This is just a post of a grape that looks like a bean. The subject line is just this grape that's looking like a bean. I just wanted people to see that this grape really does look like a bean.
It does look like a bean, yeah. But yeah, I mean, this just, I think I would see that and say that looks like a bean. But also, I mean, the people in here, they got beans on the brain, so they're probably seeing these things everywhere.
If Sue, the top comment is, why is this in my homepage? I'm not even a member of r/beans. And then they did an edit. You know, they didn't want it. They wanted to clarify. So edit. Nothing wrong about beans. Jordan,
Listen,
nothing wrong about beans.
I've been getting a lot of threatening DMs since that post.
Jordan, do you feel like we're doing probably the most important work on the internet?
It's got to be, yeah.
So people should probably go to maximumfun.org/join.
They should. What's more important than this? I can't think of a single thing. If you want us to continue, maximumfun.org/join, or hey, maximumfun.org/joinjjgo. That's a quick and easy way to support this show. Very quickly, get on with your day. Get back to soaking your beans, flicking your beans.
I know that Schwarzer, Moritz, and Hunter Ellen Boss and Thin White Rogue, I know you guys are already members of Maximum Fun. But if you're watching this, maybe you've been watching it later and you're not yet a member, maximumfun.org/joinjjgo. That's that greased pig chute to become a member of Maximum Fun. And you know what? I'm going to be frank with you, Jordan. We need some fucking people to sign up.
That would be nice.
Please sign up.
That would be nice.
Okay. Now, I got a little bit of wild bean content for you. if you're
Oh,
ready.
okay. Beans gone wild.
Our next post is a picture of an art project that someone made. This is somebody that really believes in beans and maybe got to class a little bit early, I'm going to say, or got held after class, but the teacher had something else to do. Those are the two situations I can think of.
Whoa.
It just says, spent a while making this masterpiece. Enjoy.
I am experiencing some sort of mental breakdown.
Yeah. This is
All work and no beans.
this is like when once in a while somebody will post on r/male living spaces when they are hospitalized. This does have that vague sense.
Right.
It does give you the impression r/beans.
Just someone rocking in the corner chanting, "Roll that beautiful bean footage, roll that beautiful bean footage, roll that beautiful bean footage."
Can you see that one of these beans, it's sort of top right-ish of the center, is made out of the word beans?
I did notice that. I'm also looking at the quote. Can we read this quote? This bean was posted by the Bean Club, and it's attributed to beans.
Where? Oh, yeah. This bean was posted by the Beans Club. It's Beans Club.
Beans Club.
And then it's attributed beans. And it has 6.9 thousand upvotes.
Who can it beans now?
Jordan, you just became the king of r/beans if you post that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Are there any bean parody songs?
It's 269 upvotes. No, I mean, so I'm going to put it one more, 270.
Okay.
Sorry, it's not so nice anymore, but
Who can it
I wanted to
beans
give it.
walking through my door?
There are r/beans memes. I know that you love dank memes,
I
Jordan.
do love dank memes. I would call them stank memes if I was in there, but apparently I would get downvoted because they do not care for that kind of joke.
I think this is probably the most classic macro for memes. I would say even more than Drake approves, Drake disapproves, or Drake disapproves, Drake approves. This is boyfriend looking over his shoulder.
Yes, distracted boyfriend.
and the boyfriend is labeled BE.
Yeah.
He's looking over his shoulder at the babe who's labeled ANS, thus making the word beans.
Mm-hmm.
And his relatively plain girlfriend is labeled ING, a productive member of society.
I don't think I think those women look very similar.
Yeah, they do look pretty similar. You're right.
She's a queen.
Honestly, I genuinely laughed at this meme.
It's a good meme. It's really good.
He likes beans more than he likes being
A productive member of society. And yeah, it does seem like these bean hobbyists, it does take up a lot of their time and, space in their homes.
Yeah, that So Peaches just expressed that this is just the experience of being human beings.
Yes, human beings, right?
So you asked about the canned beans, like
I
at
did,
the grocery
yeah.
store, Jordan. Have you seen at your grocery store? Because 100% they have these at the Superior. Ranch beans.
Yeah, yes, comes up. I've maybe gotten this a couple of times.
There's two different posts about ranch beans that are literally in the top 100 posts of the year
Okay.
on r/beans. One of them says ranch style beans, and it's just someone holding a can of ranch style beans. And it's got 503 upvotes right now. 500 people were just like, yes, that is a can
Right.
of ranch style beans. There's no picture of somebody holding up Heinz baked beans.
Right.
Or Hunt's baked beans, or even like British. For a while, they were selling the British style of baked beans at Costco.
Okay.
And r/Costco was going apeshit about this. Because, there's fucking people that speak in fake British accents and like to watch the Premier League in r/Costco.
Gotta be.
Like Americans who say cheers instead of goodbye.
Sure.
But this is just the plainest one. Even more upvotes than that is a post that says, do you have these where you live? Say, hey, if you do. But the top reply is no. And now I'm wondering, why not?
Why not? I hate my fucking town.
I'm not pooping, you are. User, I'm not pooping, you are. Says, grew up in California. They were a staple for cookouts with some steaks and corn, usually. And then they say, they're a perfect outdoor bean, if that makes sense.
Did they add the if it makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
That's nice that
perfect.
there's a little bit of self-awareness too, or, apparently, yeah, if you're on this subreddit enough, you do know the difference between indoor beans and outdoor beans.
I mean, you didn't learn that in elementary school. If we used our outdoor bean voices when we were indoor beans,
Yeah.
is that the best way to say that? I don't know.
Yeah.
If we had outdoor beans when we were indoors, we had to stay during recess and write sentences.
Yeah, sure.
Did you ever have to do that, write sentences on the board if you got in trouble?
Not on the board. Yeah, not Bart Simpson style, but I did have to write an essay about why we need to be on time, or I usually write a little essay. That was my version of that.
What did you have to write an essay about? What'd you get in trouble for?
Oh gosh, what was I always doing? I mean, I think there's a lot of talking in class. I did a lot of talking in class, that kind of thing. So it's probably why we need to listen or why talking is bad. Yeah, that was probably my main one.
I look back at my school experience and I think I was so well behaved in every category. I didn't skip class until my senior year of high school. And even then, only when I had permission to skip class. I always participated. I raised my hand. I didn't talk over people, whatever. I did what I was supposed to do. I never did my homework. I didn't do my homework the entire way through school. Just never studied or did my homework the entire time. I went to class. I was on time. I just never did my homework. I fucking hated homework. And even now, just thinking about homework makes me mad. I don't know.
Yeah.
How did I make it through college? I don't know. Anyway,
Thank you to the people in the comments telling us about they've increased their memberships. That is awesome. That goes to the larger goals of the show and the network. So yeah, we're actually trying to hit some goals here. We're unlocking some cool content. So yeah, if you're out there and you want to help our show and the network reach our goals, yeah, increasing. That's a great way to do that. MaximumFun.org/join. And yeah, you can get yourself those pledge gifts too. I'm right about that, Jesse. If you want to get our cool Dino keychain, if you want the water bottle,
$10 a month. Yeah, $10 a month is our cool keychain. It is amazing. $20 a month. You can either get the Max Fun visor, or you can get, if you're into dealing blackjack, or you can get our new Dop Kit toiletry bag, which is really nice. And at $35 a month, honestly, I'm gonna go when these come in. I'm gonna go steal one of these fucking water bottles because they're so cool.
Yeah,
they got
very
Mikey, Mikey the microphone on them, which is our Max Fun Drive character. They look awesome. Mikey is holding a water bottle, and then there's a little Mikey on the water bottle holding a water bottle, and it goes into infinity.
Oh yeah, he's Mikey. He's a pretty cool little guy. If you haven't seen him yet, this guy's a lot of fun.
John Hodgman pitched a different name for him, which is Phony, since he has a microphone, but they went with Mikey. They ended up going with Mikey. I have one more.
We'll worry that he's insincere. Yes, one more bean post, Jesse.
One more bean post. This is by Fishman95. And the subject is From My Cold Dead Hands.
Oh my God. Oh wow. Oh boy.
Do you want to describe this for an at-home listener?
Yeah, sure. It is. And can we go full screen on this, JK? I don't want to upset people too much, but it is some sort of tactical vest, an Uzi, a bunch of $100 bills, and then I guess one can of Bush's baked beans, and then 2 cans of Progresso soup. I'm guessing bean based. Wow, and it seems like they're in some sort of bunker by the walls. It's like they're either in some sort of crawl space or in a cave. Yeah, so this person is using beans to prep for something, a great coming conflict that they
also
see on the horizon.
You forgot to mention they also have $2,000 in crisp hundreds.
I think I did mention the hundreds.
You mentioned the crisp hundreds?
I did not count the hundreds, but I did mention.
Okay, yeah, there's $2,000 in crisp hundreds. There's extra clips in the tactical vest. Mm-hmm. Looks pretty heavy. It looks like a bulletproof vest, and it has you know how tactical gear has those Velcro straps so you can strap your imaginary rankings to it.
I guess, yeah. I don't know that, but that makes sense.
Yeah, backpacks got this usually too. Anyway, they have one of those little patches that has the Velcro on the back, and it has a picture of a snake on it, and it says, "No step on snake."
Okay, so that's like a meme.
This is a meme of "Don't tread on me."
Yeah,
this is some sort of liberty meme.
Yes, yeah. Is this like a weird elaborate troll? It does seem a little too.
It doesn't look. It looks like not AI. There's none of that shininess or weirdness of AI, and I don't think AI would show you a picture set against spray insulation.
I don't think so either.
In what looks like an unfinished attic, or a semi-finished attic, and I don't think that AI would choose cheese tortellini and chicken tortilla soup. It would mess up the letters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this really is a person. This is like a Tony Montana, or possibly a what is that guy called? Yvonne Bundy or something like that. The guy that took over the National Forest building in Oregon.
Oh yeah, sure. I remember those guys. Yeah.
But who also just loves beans.
Right.
Like he went through the trouble of setting up this Dank no step on snack setup for the bean folk. I mean, it's possible he's also posting this in r/soup and he's trying to double dip.
Sure. R/tactical vests. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I think in this case, prepper could mean, preparing for the upcoming societal collapse, or it could mean preparing your beans by, adding spices, baking soda, that kind of thing.
Got it.
A lot of great prepping you can do.
I'm looking at their post history, and they're helping people with some legal advice on whether trust within a trust within a trust within a trust can hold a firearm. Building shell corporations to own weapons.
Okay, that sounds about right. Yeah. Okay.
They're also posting in Red Dead fashion for
the video game Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, for how to build pants with built-in shaps.
Oh, okay. So this person is exactly who you think they are. That's nice. That's always nice. No curveballs.
No curveballs here. They also post an r/Brittany Spaniel, so they're a dog lover, apparently.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Anyway, that's r/beans.
People are, aren't we all just complicated little bundles?
r/, here's something that I like about beans, Jordan.
What?
They're nutritious, they're enjoyable, and they're a great value. You know what I think is nutritious, enjoyable, and a great value?
I have a guess, but I'll let you say it. I'll let you say it.
All right, I'll say it. Fresh fruits and vegetables.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
All sorts of vitamins in those things.
I'm pulling your leg. I'm just pulling your leg.
Leg pulled.
A membership in Maximum Fun.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody, for watching our stream. And if you're not yet a member of Maximum Fun, please go to go to MaximumFun.org/joinjjgo. If you want to upgrade your membership, even boost your membership $1 a month, that will help us get to our goal. Please go to MaximumFun.org/join. If you're a longtime member, we are so grateful for your membership. Thank you so much. A lot of longtime members. Given that we haven't added any listeners in the last decade, I think we got a lot of longtime members.
Right.
Jordan Cowling has been manning or womaning these streams. Her whole salary is paid by your memberships. Sure. And we're very grateful that we can have a great producer like Jordan on board. But we need your memberships to make sure that she gets paid for her work. She's been doing a lot of great booking lately.
Yeah.
Jordan, I'm prepared to announce this just as an exclusive on the live stream.
Oh, my God.
In, I believe, 2 weeks on Jordan Jesse Go.
Mm-hmm.
We got Kai Rizdal coming in.
Kai Rizdal, Mr. Marketplace himself. Oh, yeah, you're going to want to hear this episode.
One last time, I'm going to run the numbers. We are currently up to 706 new and upgrading members.
Pretty good. We like to hear that.
Half bad.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Half bad.
We got some cool stuff coming up that you can unlock if we reach certain membership goals. We have a very one that we're not even close to that we would like to do. At 1800, we wanted to do a full costume episode of Jordan Jesse Go, where Jesse dresses like a Kentucky Colonel and I dress as Spider-Man. It might be too far to get to, but if you're out there, would love to make this happen. MaximumFun.org/join. And at other subsequent levels, we will be recording new episodes of Gracie's Game Gauntlet, Jesse's daughter's unpleasant game ordeal that she's devised for us. And we got a bunch of cool bonus content coming at you this year. So if you want to hear all that, MaximumFun.org/join.
The game that we're going to do if we make it to 1,000. And we're on our way to 1,000, but please, even if you're a member, post on social media about why you're supporting the Max Fun Drive, why you support Jordan Jesse Go. It makes a big difference. We can also share it. That makes a big difference.
Oh, yeah.
But the game that we're looking at if we make it to 1,000 is a game about Babe that was developed with the movie Babe Pig in the City. But it was so late, it came out 2 or 3 years after Babe Pig in the City. And so it is a PlayStation 1 game that was released on PlayStation 2 game and looks like a Flash game from the internet by all accounts. So they couldn't even call it Babe Pig in the City, even though it was Babe Pig in the City themed, because Babe Pig in the City was such a failure. So it's called Babe and Friends.
Babe and Friends. We will play
Anyway.
it and review it for you. Should we hit 1,000 members?
Shirts up, everybody.
Shirts up,
MaximumFun.org.
long live
Join.
beans.
Stay pressed. We'll talk to you next time on Jordan
Bye.
Jesse Go.
I'll hug you and kiss you and love you.
Love you.
Love you. Love you.
Love